this historic stadium, home to the Iron Horse and the Great Dane, to Wilson and Alvarez. Camp Randall Stadium in Madtown, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. We have a top 25 class between two of the best teams in the sport, and both hoping to enhance their postseason resume. As we'll see, the number 19 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Badgers offense will get the first crack at it here. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle them.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Trying to get to him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Badgers line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
With jet sweep pass. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Illinois lining up quickly. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just
sent it downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, 3-and-out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this one.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down line. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Gage. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Motion from the offense. Running back searching for a hole. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
RD, what a play by the safety, and the free safety specifically. When you're playing cover 2 and you're sitting back in half the field responsibility, you got to see the formation and you got to understand the quarterback. You're watching the quarterback's eyes and reading him. He takes him right to the football. Free safety jumps the route, makes the INT.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. He wants it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
The give to the tailback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Illinois right back to the line. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Caught over the middle. It's Tolzien. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it. Going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Turns it on in midfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The offense set for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Can't get him to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, fighting Illini. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback checking off. Now the play fake. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
It's complete. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got the quick pass. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. And it's picked off. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. 1st down for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's gained. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the 1st down. Leaves it with the back. They'll get him on the ground, but not before Illinois picks up the 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Illinois lining up quickly. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Offense gets set for second down. He's got it on the right. Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He'll pull it on the read. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just inside the red zone, first and 10 from the 19. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That is a great job getting to the quarterback. And when you're playing in Camp Randall Stadium, one of the loudest atmospheres in all of college football, and your offensive line can't hear the snap count, and you've got dudes like T.J. Watt or J.J. Watt coming off the edge, it's not a lot of fun. It's not really fun for this quarterback right now either with this dude rushing.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Looking for a deep man. He's got it on the right. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now first and 10 from the 29. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And that pass intercepted. A return. Nice. Illinois. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Offense set on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Wants to fire on second down. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
On second down, looking again to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hester.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Throws for the tight end. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
He looks that one in nicely. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going to take a shot. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Badgers.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly. Here
he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Roll the dice here late in the half, David.
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot.
And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
The Badgers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They'll go to the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Illinois right back to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well. And they're and think and wonder about how you're going to attack him coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on second and goal. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touch. A field goal, but it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Wisconsin! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Illinois lining up quickly. Wants to throw on third down. They're working that left side. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. This thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Halfway there on first. 35. He's looking to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They line. Serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete on the right side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On fourth down, going to the air. He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's looking to pass. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Using the quick game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Illinois right back to the line.
That is the exact situation that every defense draws up. I want you in 3rd and long. I want you in a predictable passing situation. But I don't want you with that guy, because that guy can run around, scramble, buy time, make 3rd and long look like 3rd and short, and pick up a 1st down.
They'll run it to the right side. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gabe. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Illinois! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's going to bring it out from deep. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They go to the ground. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one. Off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Grabs it in the middle. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
We're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else, but 4th and inches, they decide to go for it.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand them the ball and give the defense a boost of morale that they really didn't earn?
Yeah, and I like the decision, too, based on who their personnel is and what their identity is as an offense. They want to be physical and control the line of scrimmage. It's a good call.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball.
Second down.
Establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay consistent. On that clock.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody...
Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Badger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
14.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got his man across the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the... It'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make... Last time, let's see if they throw it again. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Zings it complete to the right.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Caught near the sticks. It's Gage. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Illinois lining up quickly.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Looking to throw it again. Fires into the end zone. Can't. He was looking for his man right at the goal line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
It's a nice adjustment. You're with a big lead in the game. You're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He's got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They want to throw it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give, and tick, 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 tick. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take...
Oh, look out. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Illini.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll run the option. The pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No fair catches here, looking for room. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. A 1st down for the offense. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. And he bats it away and falls incomplete.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Fires to the middle. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And they spike it to stop the clock.
It's now second down.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Throws to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the football.